The Wheeled Wonders have a meetup after all. Alright, so it looks like after the debacle of the Rife meetup, and them trying to just go ahead and do whatever they wanted to on public land, got canceled and everything went to shit. Looks like they found a way around it. They're up there in Washington, right along the ocean. They are at a casino, and they just went there. They met up, and they all posted, "We are here. We're going to be here for a couple days. Come join us." Now, I guess there's some YouTube rumors that the Swedes went traveling over that way, and they finally got there after driving 2,000 miles or whatever it was, and they were turned away. I don't know if it's this YouTube bullshit, just some funny stuff or not, or if they got turned away. I don't see how anyone could turn them away from a casino parking lot where anybody can go and camp. But anyhow, I did see that they have, Eric has his little cones. Him and Goofball Mike got these stupid ass cones set up somewhere, and because when James showed up, they moved the cones so he could pull in. But I think that's just in their little area where there's a couple spots that they have all together. I don't know how they get away with that shit either. But anyway, they're all up there. Seems they have about a dozen or so fans that got to come and meet their favorite YouTube stars. Good for them. I'm glad they got to go meet their YouTube celebrities. Come on. Even Charlie had followers. Now I'd like to give a little shout out to Josh and Kaylee from the Freedom Theory. They announced just a few days ago, about a week or so ago, that they are pregnant. Alright, since the announcement, their channel went from a RVing channel to a baby, I'm pregnant, baby, emotions and stuff channel, which is cool. I totally understand it. It's their first kid. They're excited, so that's what it's going to be. Get it. Totally get it. That's just not for me. Not into the baby thing, but I understand. So anyway, congratulations to Josh and Kaylee on their pregnancy. Now, I am going to keep watching because this sparked an interest. It got me thinking. It got all kinds of questions running around in this crazy pierced head of mine. What's going to happen as the pregnancy progresses and she gets bigger and moodier and a little bit grumpy and uncomfortable? How's this all going to play out? As of now, her doctor is in, I believe it's in Kentucky. So wherever they're at, whether they're in the Carolinas or wherever they're at, she flies to Kentucky and goes to her doctor's appointments. So, how is this going to pan out in the long run? Now, I do watch Less Junk, More Journey. They have their little daughter. She's a little toddler. I think she was like 2 when I started watching them. So, it was interesting to watch how they manage where they go, how they take her along and do things, and the space management and all that stuff. So, that's kind of interesting to me, and it made me think, okay, now this chick's pregnant now. How's this going to work? Are they going to continue their full-time RV life? Or is this baby going to change their whole lifestyle? Right now you got to think about, taking showers and the water consumption and emptying black tanks and all that. Now you throw in diapers and all that formula and all that other stuff and with Josh trying to work and the baby screaming and crying and not getting any sleep, it isn't like, in a house where you can go downstairs and sleep on a couch or go to a different room or whatever. You're in that little box. And if you got a little screaming infant every 2-3 hours, how's that going to pan out? Are you just going to stay somewhere, maybe rent a place, maybe stay with family for a few months and then hit the road again? Or are they going to give it up altogether? So that's the kind of things that are rattling around in this, like I said, pierced head of mine. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on them to see how this all pans out. Kind of interested. Now to get off the nomads for a minute, I stumbled across a channel. It's called The Sound Traveler. Really cool stuff. It is, see if I can pronounce this right. Binaural. Binaural? I think that's how it's written. Binaural. Two ears, using 2 ears. Binaural, I think it's pronounced. Anyway, all right, so they go, it's a guy and his wife, and they go to different places, and they record these things with 2 microphones, basically, one for each ear. And you wear headphones. Your earbuds will work, I believe, but I wear headphones. And they do a test, make sure this is your left ear, make sure this is your right ear. And then they go to, like, they walk into this huge cathedral, and you get, just through the sound, I mean, you get the visual when you're watching, but just through the sound, you get the feel of how enormous this room is. I mean, the sound takes you way beyond the scope of that lens of what you can see. You get the sense of how wide and how tall. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like waterfalls or geysers or something like that they go to. And you get to hear, like when the geyser erupts, it sounds really cool. And of course, they're around other people, and you can hear people chattering over here, and somebody standing real close. And you get the sense of just how close these people are. You know, you can't see them. They're looking at, you know, they got the camera zoomed in on this geyser erupting, and you can see and hear that, and hear the water splashing, you know, after it hits. But as you're doing that, you can hear people talking on the left and the right, and you actually get the sense that, okay, those people are probably about 10 feet away. Those people are probably like 3 feet away. And it's just really cool. I mean, you know, you get the, you know, we're all used to the 4K, you know, images and everything, and you're like, wow, that's really awesome. Now, you add on top of this binaural recording with the ears, it's like you're standing right there. It seems like you're really right there. It's really awesome stuff. Well, instead of me keep blabbering about it and trying to explain it, go check it out. The Sound Traveler. Get your headphones or your earbuds, pop them in, and give it a look, and definitely give it a listen. Awesome stuff. Now, before I wrap it up, I want to talk a little bit about something I was watching Dave's video today. At the very end, he brought something up that I found quite interesting. He said about whether you believe him or like him or not, Nomadic Fanatic knows how to use the system and knows how to use YouTube. Yes. Boom. Nailed it. Got that one right on the head. Whether you hate the guy, whether you think he's a scammer, whether you think he's great, whether you think he's the most awesome YouTuber ever, whether you don't give a shit one way or the other, he does know how to use YouTube. He knows how to use the system to a T. While we're over here dancing around trying to keep our channels open so we don't offend anybody and get strikes and all this other crap, he just goes about daily stuff, does his things, and rolls right along, never has a problem, and makes money hand over fist and collects subscribers. How does he do it? He uses the system. I don't know how he does it. I didn't think he was that smart, but apparently he is. He knows that trolls push viewers to his channel, and he uses it. I mean, come on. He does a, I know you guys, the trolls, are going to make fun of my too, so here's a thumbnail. Make sure you use it. See, he knows. He knows that people are going over there. Whether they're going to watch him because they hate him and they want good stuff for their parody videos, or whether they're just like, what are these guys talking about? And they go over and watch, and they either hate him, like him, whatever. The trolls are driving subscribers and viewers over to his channel. He knows it, and he uses that. So he plays to the trolls as much as he does the crazy cat ladies and the grumpy grandpas. He even got to the point where, after all this time, when he used to beg, hang his head, and, oh, woe is me, times are tough, I need your help, and gets money to people to send him money for things, he doesn't even have to do that anymore. All he has to do is mention stuff. Oh, this happened, this broke, it's going to cost this much. I'm going to take care of it. Ha 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 ha. He knows he doesn't have to beg. He doesn't have to ask. All he has to do is mention now, and people will just send him money. Oh, you need $3,000? Boom. Don't worry. We'll have that $3,000 to you in no time. Now, stickers and some of them other channels, they'll post every once in a while. They'll post like Facebook posts that Eric puts up and all that stuff, where he's nasty, mean, ignorant, vile. I mean, he says some horrible things. Now, when he's on YouTube, he doesn't say none of that nasty stuff. He's smiling, happy-go-lucky, nomadic fanatic, just going about his merry journeys, filming life, loving his cat, and flying his drone. None of that nasty stuff, none of that hate, none of that comes out on YouTube. So yes, Dave, you nailed it. You hit it right on the head. Love him, hate him, whatever, nomadic fanatic knows how to use YouTube to the fullest extent and squeezes every dollar he can out of it. This is Blind Views. That's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.